So what's new in Japan this week? Well, cyclists. You see, Japan has always had a troubled relationship with cyclists. They ride on the sidewalk, they ride against traffic, they ride against red lights all the time. Probably the same as in your country. But the difference here is that where everything is so orderly, cyclists stick out like a sore thumb. So finally, on April 1st this year, it was decided that you can be fined on the spot as a cyclist for breaking any of these rules. And as you can see, there are plenty of rules. Some of the most prominent ones are you're not allowed to not hold your hands on the steering wheel. You're not allowed to do a wheelie. That's another one I like. You're not allowed to have anything on the steering wheel. And most importantly, you're not allowed to ride on the sidewalk or against the red light. So you'd think, okay, this will solve all the issues. Finally, the menace of cyclists is over. But sadly, this has probably caused even more problems than before. If you check Twitter, and that is Japan Twitter, everyone's talking about cycling. And there's a good reason for that. Because cycling in Japan sucks. That is probably why people are such menaces on the road. Let me show you some tweets, just to exemplify how bad things have really gotten. So, you see here? This is how a lot of people think the roads might look in Japan for cyclists. This tweet, 3.9 million views by the way, fix the road before cracking down on us. This is how a cycling path should look like, right? Like you have the beautiful path here and then it's shielded so the cars can't come in and crash on you. If this was the case, I don't think anyone in Japan would have a problem with not cycling on the sidewalk. But there's a reason why people cycle on the sidewalk here. Look at this. This is something I see every day actually in Tokyo. Let me increase the picture size here. You see, this is the actual cycle path. Isn't that crazy? Like that's how people cycle here. They cycle on this part now. And you see this blue line here? That's real. This is in Aoyama, like one of the most central, most cycling heavy districts in Japan. And they just have a line going straight across? Like, how are you gonna use this one without dying? It's insane. But wait, I got some other really good tweets about this. See here, I like this one. So this guy, he's angry that he can't overtake this cyclist. Let's watch the video here. So he's trying to overtake the cyclist, but he can't because now you have to be 1.5 meters away from the cyclist to overtake him. Plus, it's an orange line, so you're not allowed to overtake him anyways. But he's really trying, right? And he's so angry that he has to follow this stupid cyclist. But that's the new rules. The guy can't go on the sidewalk anymore. I also like this video a lot. Like here, it's the 1 meter distance. So you have to be 1 meter minimum to basically overtake anyone. Or you have to drive slower than 30 kilometers an hour. Otherwise, you can get a fine up to 50,000 yen or like $300. So let's see the video here. You can see here, right? People are very scared of overtaking them. And he's going for it, even though his car is like 1 meter wide. So that shouldn't be a problem at all. But that's technically illegal. You can see, like, if you're in the car, it's freaking scary, man. So he has to slow down to basically the same speed as the cyclist to overtake him. Like, how do you do that? So this rule is kind of funny because, okay, fine. They're clamping down on cyclists, but actually the ones who probably suffer the most are the drivers. This is another one. The person is super annoyed. Like, I knew it would end up like this. With 2 traffic lights in between, the situation lasted for about 2 minutes. Trucks and cars were stuck, but cyclists were also overly cautious, hugging the left side too much. So as you can see here, this video really showcase, right? Like, person is on this tiny thing that they somehow call a bicycle lane. The person is cycling. While the sidewalk, the beautiful sidewalk on the left there, is completely untouched and there's nobody there. But yeah, if he would go up there, he would break the law. And this is another video. Like, this is the real commuter hell, isn't it? So, in Japan, you're allowed to park on the side if you have your hazard lights on. And the side is the cycling road. So just look at this, right? This guy is trying to follow the rules. It's just cycling through, right? On the cycle path. But every like 5 seconds, there's a car parked. So people are upset. And look at that. That's freaking dangerous, man. Like, and imagine if he turns left like he's trying to do there. Like, he almost hit the guy. This is like a, 5-second video and you already see multiple issues. Like that guy there, he almost got hit by that car. It's crazy. I think you get my point. People are super upset and people are like, what the hell? How do I do this? How do I follow these new cycling rules? So we're seeing a huge fight between cars and cyclists. I don't think it's gonna end well. And this is what Japan is talking about right now.